What's going on, everybody? Check out this clip from the Pre-Patch podcast.
Yeah.
Speaking of outcomes and things that Enigma is actually excited about, let's talk about Smite 2. That got announced, and I don't know, man. I'm not as excited as you guys are for Smite 2. I looked at that.
You say I'm excited. I said that I was interested in.
Dude, I saw the excitement. Your nipples perked up and everything.
Yeah.
There's some stuff to be excited about with Smite 2. For one, they're not nuking Smite 1. This is gonna exist independently of
They're
Smite.
not pulling what's
Overwatch.
called
Yeah.
Overwatch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But aren't they?
So-
But aren't they? Like,
No.
come on. Okay, hold on. Like, yeah, they're not nuking the original yet. But also, like, this is a game from, and again, we have not gotten hands-on or anything like that, but like, it's a Smite 1 that looks prettier. It's in Unreal Engine 5. Yes, they're taking a lot of like the I think they said like the itemization is getting changed, and a lot of reasons why I stopped playing Smite 1, right, and bringing into Smite 2. But I don't know, man. Like they like hearing this too, where like your skins aren't going to carry over. I don't know, man. Like, to me, this is a very, I think it's scummy.
Yeah.
I think it's shitty.
The skin thing, I was kind of the same assumption as you. Like I when I first read about it, and we were talking about this. Me and Bill were talking about this a little bit in the podcast chats. But I thought it was a little scummy at the beginning, and I still kind of see it as a little bit of a cop out personally, where they're like, well, it would take us like 8 million years in order to bring everything. And I'm like, that's bullshit, dude. There's definitely some way that you could have brought those skins over
246 years.
280
As far as I know,
years.
there is no way for them to directly port them over, like the assets and whatnot.
I don't know, man.
They have to. They would have to rebuild all of the assets.
Well, that's
like
100%.
That's
what I was about to say. Is like
not
maybe
like
not directly
League,
do it.
where a lot of their skins are just like a base skin and like no animations. This is like custom animations on every single spell. Sometimes the character moves completely different. They basically have to rebuild the entire character model from the ground up for some of these skins, or like a lot of these skins, and have new voice acting work put on, because a lot of the skins change the voices and stuff. So
that's kind of where I was coming from. I was like, I don't know. I still kind of think it's a cop out personally, but I can understand where it's coming from. It'll take a lot of work. I understand it would take a lot of work to get them over. But I do agree with Bill. Like Bill, you had said that you feel like it's a decent compensation. Like they're giving you comparable compensation to it, right? Or at least you agreed with the compensation. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. It would be better if the legacy gems could be able to 100% purchase a skin, but they don't. They just give you basically a 50% discount.
The way that I look at it is like obviously they're not going to give you free skins like that. That would some of these people probably have hundreds of skins, right? I don't know how many skins are in Smite.
A lot.
But I would imagine there's probably a lot. I don't think it's comparable to like League, obviously, but they probably have quite a few
up there. It's
I'm not saying that it's not an insignificant amount. I'm sure that they have quite a few, but
you just got the years on it.
But like giving you 50% off and then making you pay 50% of the fucking cost for a skin with real money.
Yeah,
that just seems like it's like, yeah, we're only kind of screwing you over.
So
good job. Thanks for supporting us for once on Smite 1 for so long.
So let me ask this, all right? And I'm not even playing devil's advocate. I'm just being sin. Why are we not okay with how Arc handled Arc and Arc 2? But I'll say this is free. Hold on. I get it. The game's free, right? Yep. But like the skins aren't.
Answer.
No. The skins aren't. Like the champions aren't. Right, like you have to pay to buy the champions or play to get them back, and they've not. Have they said that like all of your champions move over?
I mean, it's a Smite pass for it's not like League where you buy them individually. I don't think. I think it's. I mean, I think you can, but there's
buy them
pass.
individually.
Yeah,
but they have a pass that you can get them all.
So I'm just saying, why are we okay? Why are we gave Arc shit, which rightfully so, like. But we're not giving this or no. And again, we haven't played it and they haven't given all the details, but everything I'm seeing here is just, this is a fucking Unreal Engine 5 update right there. Built in Unreal Engine 5 update for Smite.
Again, this company is not charging you for them to learn how to essentially fucking make a game in Unreal Engine 5.
Well, sure, but
you can argue the fact that they're going to charge you for skins, but obviously that's a choice of yours, right? They're not going to go out there and be like, well, we're going to charge you $40 for Smite 2, even before, like, if you would have had to have purchased Smite 1, right? Which I know a lot of people did to purchase the God Pass or whatever it was, right? When it first came out, it gave you whatever gods were out beforehand, right? They're not going out there and being like, I know that you guys just, paid an absorbent amount of money for, Smite 1 and all the DLCs for Smite 1. Now you have to do it again.
That's
just because we want the experience to develop in Unreal Engine 4.
That is literally what they
5.
just did with, let's just say skins, because we don't even know. And based off what they're saying for skins, I'm going to say they're going to do the same thing for champions. That's exactly what they're saying. Like, you have to rebuy the skins. You have to, I would almost bet that they're going to say that you need to rebuy the characters or passes or whatever else to get access to the things that you already own. Literally, that right there. There's Bacchus, there's
we've
Ymir,
both complained about that.
Like that. But I just don't. We flamed Arc developer for doing what essentially this is doing.
Did we not just have a conversation stating we didn't like the fact that they were going to make you pay for the skins again?
I'm just saying,
I'm pretty sure
we're not going
the conversation we literally just got done with.
He wants more fire.
I do want more fire because I think this is bullshit. I think what they did with Arc is bullshit. I think what they did with this
you're
is
comparing
bullshit.
Apples and oranges to Arc and a free to play game.
It's not free. It's not free to play if the content that's paid in this game are the skins and the champions, and they're telling you
still play the game entirely without skins.
But you
can't play Arc 2 Survival Evolved or whatever without the skins. You have to play for Arc to play the game.
You can still play this game without the God Pass too.
Yeah,
but they're making you rebuy content that you already own. They're literally making you rebuy content.
Nobody's making you because the original game's still gonna be there.
Nobody's making you pay for it at all. They're not shutting down official servers like Arc did.
Right now, I'm telling you, man, Mark, I'm telling you, I am using the PP power to fucking look into the future, and my crystal ball is telling me that give it a year, maybe year and a half max. Smite 1 will be shut down. Smite 2, you will not. You will have to pay for the fucking champions again. You're gonna have to rebuy the skins.
I think you'll have to pay for the champions again. I don't see
bullshit.
them shutting Smite 1 down.
I don't see it shutting down that fast because they know there will be an uproar. That's the only thing that keeps it alive is because of the accounts that people own and the skins that they own. They at least live on in Smite 1 opposed to being credited in Smite 2 and just totally disappearing if they were to shut it down.
So
I think it lives on. And it will still have a player base, but you'll just have the option of either Smite 1 or 2 now.
Let me just address you and what's going on in chat, right? I agree. They shouldn't make it so that you have to charge or that you have to purchase every one of your skins again. Like, I've said that already. I think it's a cop-out that they're stating that there's no way for them to push forward any ability to have skins from your old game in the new one. I personally feel that's a cop-out. Granted, it might not be. I don't know. I'm not a developer. To me, it just feels like it's a cop out. And I also agree that it's kind of fucked up for them to be like, well, we're only going to give you half of the value for skins, the skins that you already paid for. If anything, I believe that they should just give you fucking the amount of whatever it is, crystals, gems, whatever. They should just give you that and let you work out whatever you want to on the new one.
Do what this actually is and just upgrade the fucking game to Unreal Engine 5. Them calling this Smite 2, this saying it's a sequel. Again, I'm going off of the fucking trailer that they revealed, right? Because that's all we have to play. We didn't get hands-on time to play it. We have to go off of what we're seeing and what you're telling me in a reveal trailer. Long-awaited sequel. This isn't a sequel. The lanes look like from here, right there. If I pause this, come here. Fuck, let me go back. If I pause that on that screen, the map looks almost identical. Bill, you've played this more than anybody.
Essentially, all you're getting is a prettier upgrade to the actual graphics.
They're changing a lot of the back end systems.
Well, that's what I was gonna get at.
They're changing itemization,
which can be done in the current model.
What I was gonna get to.
could be done in the current game. Correct me if I'm not right. If I'm wrong, right? They could. I mean, League does it. League fucking adds Mythic. They take away Mythic, right? Like I can't believe I'm saying that League did something right, but like
again, the original game is still going to be there.
Right, but why?
This is like.
This is like
do you think that Blizzard would have gotten as much backlash for Overwatch 2 if they wouldn't have shut down Overwatch 1? If you still had the ability to play Overwatch 1 instead of Overwatch 2 if you so chose?
I would still be playing Overwatch 1.
I think that
the changes that they are making to Smite in this regard are similar to the changes that they made with Overwatch 1 to 2. They're that kind of change, and they're changes that not everybody is going to like.
Well, that was scummy, personally. And in my opinion, Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 was a terrible decision.
It was very scummy, dude.
And honestly, the change from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 has hurt Overwatch like irreparably in some cases.
I don't disagree with that part, but I also agree with the fact that at least in Overwatch 2, you got your skins, you got your stuff, like you got the stuff that you paid for. Like you paid for. And no, I do agree. They should not have shut the game down. But was that going to get shut down? Absolutely. There was no, and that's why I'm telling you right now, there is no world where Smite 1 exists for very long. They are not going to continue to have their player base split. And if they do, I think if anything,
that's what I was gonna say. Is if anything, it'll continue to be supported, just not. It'll be like HOTS, right?
Yeah,
it'll just go into like a dormant mode. Yeah,
this is a game that they are basically going and saying, "Oh, you want something really? We're good." They're I don't know, man. They want to make their game prettier. They want to make their game better looking. And then we're the ones that, and they're basically putting the cost directly onto us to say, oh, go and I know you want pretty, you want new, right? You're going to want the new champion. Well, it's only coming out on Smite 2, even though it's fucking Smite 1, you just made it prettier. And now you're making me pay for it. Like my God Pass is not going to work on Smite.
Well, they're only making you play for 50% of it. They're give you at least,
so they're gonna give me half a handy instead of the full fucking thing. Thanks. I don't know, man. I think this is bullshit. I think it's a scummy practice. I think that this is what Arc started. Arc started this mentality of we can take a game, fucking just put it to Unreal Engine 5. Like this shit's the same, man. Like it's the fucking same. It's just prettier and a couple of updated, abilities so far or whatever else. Like, I don't know, man. That's just fucking shitty.
I agree with you in the fact that I think that a lot of the stuff that they've done, other than like the upgrade to Unreal 5, they could have done in Smite 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
And I'm not defending them on their decisions with the skins and like the God passes and stuff like that. Like, I am not defending that because
I think that's a pretty scummy thing to do.
Compensate it. Yeah. I'm just saying that it's not nearly as egregious in my opinion as Arc or Overwatch.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, I mean maybe not Overwatch, but Arc for sure. Arc for sure, 100%. It's not as egregious as Arc, but.
I will see, and I will retract my statement depending on what they do with the gods, and then I will double down on it whenever they shut the fucking game down.
I'm also really interested because like they announced the fact that they're releasing like 3 new gods with this one, right? Like with Smite 2.
You don't get them on Smite 1.
Yeah, I'm curious if they'll port those over to Smite 1 or not.
It's fucking
that'd be interesting as well. Man.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Shitty.
See what they do with Smite 1 from here on out.
And for anybody that wants to argue with me, they're not arguing with me in chat, but in comments, whenever you guys are all of you Smite lovers, I'm happy for you. But anybody that wants to come in here and bring up Dota and Dota 2, right? I'm just gonna remind you that Dota 1 was a fucking mod for a game for World of Warcraft 3. Just so everybody's out there knows, like that was a mod, and then Steam or Valve went out and made a full-fledged game for it. So don't come in here and leave comments down below. Be like, what about Dota and Dota 2? Like, do your research before you come at me, bro. All right.
There are some neat back-end changes, though. Like, there are some cool. Like, they're getting away from like the physical and magical, so that anybody can build any item.
Like that. Yeah.
Good.
So it's just one damage type all the way around. That's a massive back-end change that I don't think would have been easy to do on Smite 1. Plus, it would have pissed people off if they did do it. So, there's some cool stuff.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes. And if you want to join us live, we stream every single Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Also, if you miss the show, you can always catch us at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show.